Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. It's a beautiful day in the Low Country. I'm Betsy McDaniel, and of course, there's still a lot to cover, so let's get started with our headlines. When the state legislature reconvenes Wednesday, we'll see how the shuffle of state healthcare agencies plays out. Legislation passed both houses overwhelmingly to combine 6 healthcare agencies into one, but on the final day of the regular session, one conservative lawmaker put a stop to the entire idea. Governor McMaster, however, is demanding it all be resurrected during the special session. Proponents like the streamlining of the management of the health agencies under one director and a board of trustees. Opponents don't want that centralization under one health czar who could make blanket orders during a health emergency. A 2/3 vote in each chamber would be necessary to bring the legislation back to life. It was not a good weekend to be hanging around in Colleton County. The sheriff's office is now investigating multiple shootings. One on Saturday near the Christmas Tree Farm on Burlington Road that sent an 8-year-old to MUSC with critical injuries. Deputies are also investigating a shooting in the Ritter Road area where over 100 spent shell casings were found, but so far no reported victims. And a man is in serious condition after being shot at the Chase Lounge on River Street early Sunday morning. Police do not think any of the shootings are related. Well, the sky isn't falling, but the land under your feet might be sinking. According to a past investigation by the Charleston Post and Courier, some areas on St. Helena Island have sunk more than 3 inches in the last 17 years. That could potentially cause septic tanks to fail, damage to underground infrastructure, and cause buildings and bridges to crack. The issue could be exacerbated as sea levels continue to rise along our coasts. An update to their investigation says that the state's Office of Resilience is currently seeking more funding to monitor the situation and to look for solutions. Some sad news out of the Greenville Zoo. They lost their last lion over the weekend. 15-year-old Chuma, who used to live at the Riverbank Zoo in Columbia, had joint and spinal issues that worsened over the past few weeks, and he had to be put down. His half-brother Syed, also 15, was put down late March after suffering similar age-related ailments. The average lifespan of an African lion is between 15 and 18 years in the wild. The zoo says they are working on a plan to reintroduce lions in the coming years. And we told you last week that Beaufort was named the second friendliest small city in South Carolina by Southern Living magazine readers. Now the magazine has announced that Charleston and Savannah are the first and second friendliest cities, large cities in the South. Both cities are regulars on the magazine's best of lists. Greenville is ranked 3rd ahead of New Orleans, Nashville, and North Carolina cities Wilmington and Asheville. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And now here's Justin Jarrett with what happened last night in the Loco.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Loco on WHHI, powered by LocoSports.com. The championship spring has rolled over to an impressive start to the summer for Hilton Head Prep golfers. After Minnesota-bound recent prep grad Jack Crousore won the match play at Congaree last month, teammate Jeep Patrick came through in the clutch Monday in U.S. Junior Amateur qualifying at Cat Island Golf Club in Beaufort, shooting 1 over 71 and winning a 4-way playoff for the 4th and final qualifying spot. Patrick will play at Presbyterian College in the fall, but first he advances to the U.S. Junior Am in late July at Oakland Hills Golf Club in Michigan. Great track. And on that note, the AAU District Track and Field Qualifier for South Carolina was held this weekend in Columbia, and 16 of the 23 athletes from the Palmetto Road Runners track club out of Beaufort advanced to the region meet. Jonathan Kelley led the way, qualifying 3rd in the 200 meters, 6th in the 100, and 8th in the long jump. We'll do our best to keep up with the Road Runners throughout the summer. And the boys of summer were back on the diamond last night for opening night of the American Legion baseball season in South Carolina. It was a tough evening for the Loco squads as Charleston post 147 run-ruled Walterboro post 93 and St. George post 105 did the same to the Beaufort Ospreys. Both series continue Wednesday. For more local sports news, check out Monday's episode of the Loco Sports Lowdown, where we caught up with USCB men's basketball coach Ron Fudala and chopped it up with Low Country Legacy Alumni Hoops Tournament founder Alex Percival about the 2nd annual event coming up in July. For Loco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
Thanks, Justin. Now let's take a look at our weather with Maria Soden.
Thanks, Betsy. Yep, so taking a look ahead, it does look like we see thunderstorms rolling into our area the next couple of days, but then should be clearing up in time for the weekend. Also, by the end of the week, we are going to be seeing the temperatures going back up into the 90s. So taking a look at Wednesday, it's be partly cloudy with scattered thunderstorms throughout the afternoon, but should be clearing up by the evening. Hilton Head have a high of 84, a low of 73, and then Bluffton and Beaufort have a high of 86 and a low of 72. The sunrise for Wednesday is going to be at 6:16 and sunset's going to be at 8:27. Taking a look at the tides, high tide's going to be at 8:57 a.m. and low tide's going to be at 3:56 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week, a little bit into the weekend. Thursday is going to be sunny to partly cloudy with thunderstorms throughout the afternoon and going into the evening. Highs will be in the low 90s, lows in the 70s. Then come Friday, it's going to be sunny with highs in the low 90s. Lows in the 70s again, and then come Saturday, it's going to be sunny with highs in the low 90s and lows are going to drop down into the 60s. That's it for today. Let's head it back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. Well, some new reports have come out discussing the effects economically and physically of cardiovascular disease. We're going to learn more about that after a quick break, so don't go away.